What's up, everyone? Back for another beer review, and today I'll be reviewing a beer from the Saranac Brewery, and they are under the Matt Brewing umbrella, and they are out of Utica, New York, and this is their S'more Lager. So they are calling this one a lager with natural flavors. It comes in at 5.3% alcohol by volume. No IBUs listed in time of review. This can is just over 2 months old. So I say this every single time I review a Saranac beer, but they'll always hold a special place in my heart because they were a brewery that helped me navigate the muddy craft beer waters. Back when I started drinking craft beer in late 2009, early 2010, their mixed seasonal 12-packs really helped me along. Great bang for your buck. They typically would be between $14 to like $15. You would get 12 beers in total, 6 of which were unique, sometimes just 4. But I learned a lot about craft beer and different styles through Saranac and Sam Adams. And they can brew good beer. They can, but they are an introductory / entry level type of brewery for many out there. I know a lot of people who still love Saranac, and I enjoy trying stuff from them like this. This is a brand new release from them, a summer seasonal, and it's a s'more lager. I've had s'more flavored, imperial stouts, porters, all kinds of stuff. I don't know if I've ever had a s'more lager, so I'm here for it. And again, lager with natural flavor. Kind of bums me out that they don't, specify, are they using, chocolate and marshmallow and graham crackers. So that sucks, but at the same time, whatever. So yeah, I think this is going to be, looking like a lager, obviously, a nice crystal clear look to it. It's going to be weird. I think this one's going to be weird. It's going to be one of those beers where I feel like I'm either love it or hate it, because is a s'more flavor going to work in a lager? Maybe, but should it? I don't know. Probably not. I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, crystal clear, has a deep, like golden kind of, just looks like a deep gold color to it. Looks like almost bronze-esque. Maybe bronze, like a mix of bronze and gold. Again, great clarity, decent carbonation, had just over a finger of an off-white, soap sudsy looking head, starting to dissipate a little bit. But yeah, I mean, that looks like a lager of some sort. Let's get a nose. Okay, that smells fucking strange. So the graham cracker is the most noticeable and predominant note in the nose. It hits you right away. It's definitely graham cracker. A little bit of like a sweet chocolate too. Yeah, so as it opens up, the s'more is coming to the forefront. It's, again, dominated by the graham cracker, but there's a nice sweet, like milk chocolate kind of vibe to the nose, and then a little bit of like a vanilla tinge, which I'd imagine is the marshmallow. It does smell sweet and artificial to some degree. And there's no real lager characteristics. This is basically just s'more flavoring on top of a 5.3% lager. Doesn't smell bad. It just smells like a s'more, and that's it. Like, there's no really redeeming beer qualities from the nose. Hopefully that changes in the taste. So, cheers, everyone. That's nice. That's actually pretty solid. So take it back. I said I'm either love it or hate it. It's going to be somewhere in between, and that's cool. I think let me go back for another sip before I start running my mouth about things I have no idea what I'm talking about, kind of like my channel in general. So I think they did a good job of condensing a s'more flavor into a lager, but not making it over the top and just gross. I think the nose was doing that. The nose, like I said, it smelled like a s'more, no redeeming beer qualities. The taste is different. While that s'more does lead the way, there is some lager qualities here, and it's nice. So body and mouthfeel. Body in this is like lower side of medium, almost approaching medium, 5 for 5.3. The mouthfeel, it's crisp. It's relatively clean, very spritzy on the palate. It has a refreshing kind of carbonation to it. The taste, though, forefront, the s'mores hit you. At least it hits my palate. What it actually does is it hits in kind of waves. Like the front of the palate, I get hit with that graham cracker and a little bit of chocolate. So I'm like, oh, I recognize that. That's 2/3 a part of a s'more, right? But then as it passes through, the lager hits. It has this like grainy kind of malt sensation, a little bit of a slight sulfur tinge, the lager funk, as people will say. Yeah, right in the middle of the palate. But then on the second half of the palate, The s'more comes back, and that's where the vanilla hits. It combines with the graham cracker and the chocolate to complete a s'more. But it's not like overbearing on the palate. Is it noticeable? Yes. Is it too much? I don't think it is. This one finishes semi-dry, very mild bitterness, but semi-dry. What I thought this was going to be is way too sweet, and it's not. Actually, a little bit more dry than sweet, because the flavors of s'more are there, but the sweetness you would get from the chocolate, from the marshmallow, and even the graham cracker, it's not there. It just has a mild sweetness to it. 5.3%, can't really tell. Yeah, I think they did a good job what they're going for. Is it amazing? No. Would I drink this again? Yeah. Would I buy it again? Probably not, unless I had a hankering for a s'more beer that, was 5.3%, because most of the s'more beers that I've ever had, are usually typical, like big pastry stouts. You're talking 8, 9, 10, 12%. This is made for somebody who wants to kind of probably hang out at a, around a fireplace. And maybe you're not eating s'mores, you want to drink the s'more, and you want to drink something where you can session it. Because I think I could session this. I don't think this would be too much. Like, a lot of times I'll say, oh, that's 12 ounces. That's good for me. I don't want any more. I could drink a couple cans of this and be fine. Because, again, I don't think it's too sweet. And that was the issue I thought I was going to have with this one. So, excuse me. Saranac's S'more Lager. Again, it's not amazing or anything, but it's pretty damn solid. So I am going to have no problems giving this one a high 3.75 out of 5 and go 3.85 out of 5. I think that's a fair score for this beer. I think they've nailed what they're going for, but personal preference isn't anything amazing, but I like it better than I thought I was going to. Obviously, don't go into reviews with preconceived notions, but again, I thought this was going to be either amazing or terrible. It's somewhere between, and it happened. So price point and availability, price point on this one, I paid like $1.79 for that can, so probably like 10, 11 bucks for 6-pack. That's fine. And availability, wherever you see Saranac stuff, you should see this one. I believe this is their summer seasonal. So you have probably another, month and a half before this is gone, although it might already be gone because their pumpkin beer is probably out because, we're in the middle of August. Why wouldn't pumpkin beers be on the shelf? I mean, middle of July. This is coming from someone who does the 10 days of pumpkin every single year in October, but there's no reason to have pumpkin beers come out in the middle of July. There's people out there drinking them apparently, so what the fuck do I know? Absolutely nothing. Anyway, if you've had this one before, post in the comment section. Appreciate everybody stopping by for another beer review here on the Beer Patrol. To the next one. Cheers.